Okay, Bluespecs beer reviews, and I'm here going to be doing two reviews tonight of two big beers, pretty much. Two very, very large beers, high in ABV and boldness, I guess. So what I'm going to do right now, this is a limited edition. Well, it doesn't say that, but it is a limited beer. This is the 1050 Imperial Stout, but it is the barrel-aged version. I've had the 1050 Imperial Stout, the original one from Oskar Blues. That is a fantastic beer by itself. I once aged that for a couple of years, and I did do a review even though I should have, and it was just really, really awesome. But this is the barrel-aged version, aged in bourbon barrels. It's a 4.48 out of 5 on Beer Advocate, and it is 12.9% alcohol by volume. Holy shit. Okay. So, Oskar Blues is out of Longmont, Colorado. Love Oskar Blues. Oskar Blues makes some really, really amazing beers. And there's one I really want to try by them. It's called Death by Coconut. So I'm hoping to get a hold of that and try and see how that is. So either way, let's go ahead and crack this thing open and get it into a glass. This single beer was not cheap. It was $12, I believe, for this one beer. So, but I really wanted to try it. So. So, look at this beauty, friends. Look at this. What a beauty we have here. Look at the head. The head is about a finger and a half with that pour. I tried to build it up so I would get some head there. It's very, very dark brown head. The body is, there's no light coming through this thing. It's like pitch black. Nothing coming through this. Obviously, this is a big, dark beer. Look at that. I'm a little bit sick, so I'm kind of like dealing with that, but I can already pick up a little bit of like the bourbon type of barrel-aged smell that you get with some of this stuff. And I wonder what this gets to be when it's warmed up a little, and that it's going to be that way because I'm gonna do two beer reviews, and then I'm gonna sip on both of them. And I'll probably be a little bit drunk after I finish both. It smells like the bourbon barrel age. Smells like bourbon. It smells like something like Maker's Mark 46. It smells like a good one like that. I'm not gonna say Jim Beam or Jack Daniels. I think that's different. To me, this smells really good. I guess Maker's Mark is like a medium quality bourbon. That's kind of what it smells like. It smells like a good bourbon like Maker's Mark. Picking up a little bit of like a sugary vanilla toffee thing, maybe a little bit, and a bit of like a dark fruit, like a fig date kind of thing. And over the years, I've come to like the dark fruit manifesting itself in some of these bigger, darker beers. So. Smells amazing. Let's go ahead and take a sip here. Ooh. Damn. This is kind of one of those things where you're going to sip on it. Something that you're going to sip on. Okay, it's going to be something that you're going to chill with and sip on. Something that you're gonna not drink like immediately. A lot of reasons. It's very, very thick. You can pick up some of the alcohol, and I would guarantee you that you would at nearly 13% alcohol. I don't even want to take full gulps because I'm worried I'll get myself in a bad situation here. And I don't like getting myself into that because I have trouble, like, it doesn't make sense, but when I get like drunk, I have issues with sleeping. Like, I will just not feel good after I've fallen asleep the first time after being drunk. I will wake up and not feel good, of course, and then I have issues like getting a good sleep. But that's if I get myself into a bad situation, not if I'm just like buzzed or tipsy. But so trying to describe what this is bringing to the palate. What this is bringing to the palate is kind of a step above a lot of those bourbon barrel aged stouts out there. Not to say that all those out there are not good, because they are great, but this is kind of like kicking it up a notch, because a lot of those could be 9-10%, but this is nearly 13. So a very sweet, at the beginning you get like a sweetness, like a chocolatey little bit. Like I said, there's a bit of a toffee caramel type of thing. Not caramel, but like a sugary vanilla toffee sort of thing. The dark fruits are there too. Definitely there's like a dark fruit taste of sweetness there. But then as you kind of get into the full sip, that bourbon barrel stuff starts coming out. Like a woody bourbon maker's mark type of taste. And it's very nice. And the original 1050, I think, is 10%. So, obviously, you're gonna, even with the original one, you're having a big beer there. So it's definitely something that that beer alone is a strong beer. It's a big stout, like just by the taste. It has a lot of stuff going on with it. Whew. It's very complex, very big. A lot of different things happening that I probably wouldn't do very well to explain. I think I got the main things down. Let's go ahead and get a feel on this. Whew. Okay, so very sticky and heavy. Not gonna want to chug this one. So if you chug this one, you're gonna be in a world of, you're gonna be in drunk city. Okay, you're gonna be fucked up if you chug this. It's gonna be a sipper, and you're gonna let it warm up, and as it warms up, it's gonna be like a thing where you're gonna notice more things come out of the woodworks of this beer. More interesting notes, more interesting things happening. It's a sipper. Very heavy. There's a bit of an alcohol feel, a little bit, and it's like a very minimal, but the taste is towards the end. And I would wager that as this warms up, that the alcohol feel will increase. This is a knock out of the park. Okay, this is, if you're really wanting a big ass, huge, full of flavor stout, and you've been trying a lot of the stouts out there, and you're wanting one that's kicking it up a notch. But let me say it first: the original 1050 is big as it is. That's a big beer. Well, it's 10%, so in that way, it's big. It has a lot of stuff, a lot of flavors going on with it. And this, with being bourbon barrel aged, just kicks it up a few notches. So this is a solid A+ for me. I'm loving this. And it looks pretty in my new crystal dual glass. So let me know your thoughts if you've had the 1050 bourbon barrel aged edition. I don't understand the thing about their labels. They have some cutesy type of gimmicky sayings on there. It says "pack it in, pack it out." Don't understand. It has a recycling sign. It says "this dog will hunt." It says "cross-eyed cyclopean concupiscent." Okay, I don't know what that word means. I know a lot of words, so I don't know. Anyway, let me know if you've had this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Highly recommended A+. Thank you very much for watching.